What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here, and in this one we got the latest rumors on the Colston Loveland injury, whether or not he will be available and ready to go by Saturday. Plus Marlin Klein talks about Colston Loveland, why he is ready to step up, and how good this whole Michigan tight end room really is. Plus Mason Graham talks to the media about the big opportunity coming up against USC, and also a big recruiting weekend again for Michigan. They are set to host two top 2025 targets, including a flip target and a handful of 2026 targets as well coming in for a visit. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it here. Now, the first thing I did want to talk about is the latest on Colston Loveland's injury, as we did get some more news. He obviously got injured in the Arkansas State game, and he came back for one play, and then after that you could tell that he was just not right. So he went to the locker room, came back out, no pads, wasn't in a sling or anything, which obviously was good news at the time. However, it is still unclear if he will be ready to go by Saturday. We did get good news Monday night when Sharon Moore said that the injury was less serious than we thought. He said that Monday night, but Michigan's tight ends coach Steve Kasula did talk to the media today, and he provided more information on Colston Loveland, as he has an apparent left arm injury. He said that he has been practicing, but he mentioned that that can mean different things for different players. He said everybody in our program that's not dealing with the season-ending injury or an upper body head injury of some sort, they practice every day, so that could look a lot of different ways for a lot of different players. But he did say, we're just taking it 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time. And he said 3:30 Saturday is still a ways away, so I try to avoid predicting someone's availability. But he did say that if there's a guy that we're gonna let roll, it'd be him. He's played a lot of football for us, his understanding of the offense, and he just said, that if there's a guy that they'd be confident playing without a full week of prep, it would be Colston Loveland. Now, the good news for Michigan is they have another really good tight end out of junior Marlin Klein, who Colston Loveland, in the offseason even said that Marlin Klein is probably the most athletic tight end in the room. Marlin Klein did talk to the media on Tuesday, and he did speak on, being thrown in there when Colston Loveland got injured. He said, over the past 2 years, it's kind of been my thing, just be ready and prepare like I'm the starting tight end here at the University of Michigan. And he said, I think I was ready to be thrown in there. I was playing before, but Marlin Klein did speak on Colston Loveland. He said he's the best tight end in college football right now, and I'm just super excited for him to be back out here with us. And Marlin Klein did hint towards Loveland potentially trending upward, and like Steve Kasula said, he is practicing with the team, which is obviously a good sign. Whether that means he'll be ready to go Saturday remains to be determined. But other than Marlin Klein, Michigan also has Max Bredesen, and they have the freshman Hogan Hansen. Marlin Klein also talked about freshman Brady Prescorn, and he said that I know he hasn't had the chance to go out there and show what he can do, but I think he's going to be a really good player as well as Hogan Hansen. So Michigan's tight end room, they do have a lot of talent in that room. A lot of the players are young, but a lot of talent in there. Now, Klein also said, talking about the offense, Alex Orji, he's not too worried about the offense needing to adjust to Orji. He said that Kirk Campbell has had a plan in place, and it's not like Orji hasn't played or gotten reps in games and practices over the last 2 years. And Klein also said he doesn't care if I have one more catch the rest of the season as long as the team wins. Also, talking about the USC game coming up, he quoted the late Greg Harden stating, turn anxiety into excitement as the days come. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I think this team is super excited for the showdown on Saturday, and the main goal right now is to be 1-0 in the Big Ten. Mason Graham, though, he did speak to the media as well, talked about, the upcoming game against USC. Speaking about the defense, he said, I feel like we played really pretty solid games. There's always stuff to correct, but some plays we haven't made. He said, I feel like, especially on the rushing end, we only gave up so many rushing yards so far this season, but he said, that's something we're trying to keep on getting better at, just fine-tuning the details. Michigan does need both Graham and Grant out there a little bit more at defensive tackle, and Graham did admit, that I really wasn't used to that. I kind of knew I was going to need to play that many snaps, but I was a little tired out there. Everyone was, but he said we're just trying to get the job done somehow, some way, and I feel like we're gonna do a better job getting some of those younger guys in, like Ike Iwana, Trey Pierce, those types of guys. He said that I feel like a lot of young guys are starting to step up and make plays. Is something Michigan's defense has to do against USC, is making open field tackles. They've been missing some tackles this season. Mason Graham, he said one of the things I think we need to do better is the effort and angles, and that's kind of just like the fundamentals of just getting to the football, taking the proper angles, tackling in space. Also, for the Michigan offense, they need to put together some long drives. They cannot turn the ball over and give USC's offense a short field to work with, and they also got to help out Michigan defense, keep them rested, because against Texas, that's really where it all went wrong, when Michigan turned the ball over, gave them a short field to work with, and also Michigan defense was gassed. That's definitely something Michigan has to do. Offense can't turn the ball over. You got to put together long drives, keep the defense rested. That's only going to help them play their style of defense. We're going to talk more about that in our preview video tomorrow as well, because that's going to be a major key to this game, and it's basically what Michigan has to do in order to win this game against USC is not make them the same mistakes they made against Texas. Now, Michigan, not only is this a big game coming up for this season, but it's also a big game for some recruits, as Michigan is going to be hosting some recruits. Now, despite Michigan losing to Texas, the recruits did still enjoy their visit. Obviously, everyone knows, Texas is a really good team, and it was obviously unfortunate for Michigan to go up against them in week 2. But now here they are, another test against a good USC team, and now we're really going to find out where the trajectory of the season is going to go for this Michigan team. And it almost feels like this is a kind of like a must-win type of game for this team. But Michigan is set to host 2 big top targets in the 2025 class. They're set to host the 4-star linebacker Nathaniel Owusu-Boateng from IMG Academy. We've talked a lot about him before. Michigan currently in his top 6 of Michigan, Notre Dame, USC, Florida, Texas, and Ohio State. Michigan has been a top school in his recruitment for a while now, and that is a big time target. But Michigan's also set to host the 2025 4-star Colorado commit and cornerback Alex Graham, who is a Michigan native. He also plays at IMG Academy now, so that is one potential big flip target for Michigan there, and it'll be nice to get him back on campus. There's also some 2026 targets coming in, like the in-state athlete CJ Sadler, also some offensive linemen like Tyler Merrill, Breck Koloje, cornerback commit Brody Jennings is set to come in, as well as Ohio cornerback Victor Singleton. He visited for the Texas game. He will be back for the USC game. Michigan's also trying to get Auburn cornerback commit Donovan Starr in for a visit. We'll see if that happens, and there's also tons of other recruits coming in for a visit this weekend against USC. So another big recruiting weekend for Michigan and this coaching staff, and it's another big opportunity for this Michigan team. But with that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you're new around here. I greatly appreciate it. And we should be out with a preview video tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that one. And other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.